Welcome to the show.
This guy got a mistletoe belt on.
Gosh, that is bad.
The whole plane smells like weed. Those were the days. It's a joke, you idiot.
Looked in the mirror, I'm like,
Good old innocent fun. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Troublemakers, the podcast where each week we bring on a guest and they tell crazy stories about their lives. I'm your host, Dylan Krasinski, coming to you from a gorgeous day in Astoria, Queens. With me, as always, is my man with the plan, my number two, Mr. Dominic Leonelli, everyone.
What's up, you guys? How we doing? Welcome. This is going to be a great episode. I'm excited. We're going to have some fun, get some, we're going to dig deep, figure out all the stuff. I'm going to mispronounce some words probably. But
we're going to figure out why Dom dates the women he does and how we can fix it and change it.
Yeah, and at least help me maybe in the future to maybe, get somebody a little bit more surface level, somebody not so quick to like throw the word felony around, Let's see if we can do it.
That's who you want. That's who you want to date. That's who you want the mother of your kids to be.
Right.
So anyway, without further ado, before we jump into the episode, if you guys are liking what you hear, we're putting these out for free for you. And we really appreciate you hanging out, listening, watching, whatever you're doing. If you're listening, if you're watching on YouTube, Apple Pods, wherever, leave us a little like. Just interact with us. Positive, negative, Interaction goes a long way. Like, comment, whatever. And with that, we're going to get right into the episode. Returning guest, first time again with you being the co-host.
Right.
Let's get right into it. Kristen Carney. Yeah.
Like clockwork. See, I struggle with the lack of the mic stand height. Yeah. I can't
sit on that.
Dom, sit on your leg.
I can't. Instead, I just arch my back. Look at that arch I got going.
You guys are so
I know. I got to get him.
That's what I need to buy.
We got to get you a phone book.
She's genius. Now, a cushion.
That's so embarrassing.
Well, you know what?
Dude.
My leg hurts.
It's
too.
like, this is Dom's chair.
Well, I'll be honest. I need it for my damn leg pain. I got that sciatic, dude. I used to run up hills for fun, Dylan.
Dude, that's what we got. Dude, I want to make a compilation video of every time Dom says almost the right word, but it's not the word. I got that sciatic. Dude, what did you say?
But it could be sciatic.
Yeah, doctor described.
Sciatica? Sciatica?
Yeah, maybe.
I got that sciatic.
Yeah, I got that problem with my glutes.
Dude, yeah, well, you're standing the whole pod. For anyone watching behind the table, Dom's actually standing up.
On a stool.
And me and Kristen are sitting. Yeah. We got to get you a phone book, buddy.
Yep.
That's why they should keep inventing phone books or keep
they got it.
not inventing. Keep using phone books.
Maybe we cut away. I'll do a stunt.
Yeah, that's the only reason phone books exist now is so that strong men can rip them in half and Dom can have a little height.
I'm getting a nice cushion. Go down to Chinatown.
Dude, thick. Get yourself a cushion.
Yeah, I'll bring a cushion down here.
Everywhere you go, you got to walk around with a cushion.
On the subway, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll be honest with you.
You're at the age where you could get away with, is it for my back or is it for my height? Probably for my back because I'm getting old.
I'll tell you what, guaranteed if I start walking around with a cushion, women are going to start hitting on me more. Dude, I can see that happening.
I was going to say, can you imagine having like just a hot lady watch you put a cushion on the subway and sit on it?
That'd be a good video. You should do that.
And I think she'd come over like, hey, what's the deal with the cushion? I want to help you out.
My back. I have hemorrhoids.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I got some sciatica.
But the place to really do it would be on a date at a restaurant.
First date.
This is actually getting right into one of the things I wanted to talk about, Kristen, is because I know you guys know each other a little bit, but Dom, I've found in our friendship and our podcasting experiences, is Dom gets into these relationships that are, he finds these women who are, I don't know how to describe, hard.
I think
tough.
they find me.
He puts out an energy where I feel like
you're describing average woman here.
I think they always want to fight.
Anyone's tough compared to Dom.
It's right. Dom, what was the one that you just told me about? Oh yeah, I mean the breakup where she was cheating on you and he was like, that was probably my healthiest relationship. And he's like, what? I was like, how did it end? He's like, well, I went over there. She called the cops, but and I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's like you get a blood test back and it's AIDS, and you're like, that's the healthiest I've been in a long time.
Right, but yeah, as a dating coach and an expert in men, An expert in men. That
which I'm not next to.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
You're with a gentleman.
I'm a man. I know how to load a gun. I can split wood, you know?
You should have been in that Kamala ad. I'm a man.
Oh my God. Did you see that?
I'm pretending to be a man.
Dom, did you see that?
Which one?
It's this ad that Kamala Harris's team put out, and it's all these like dudes, and they're like, some people will
theater
say,
majors,
yeah,
trying to
like,
be dudes.
Some people will say that if you're not voting for Trump, you're not a man.
Well, I'm a man.
And then it's like, I like to sing musicals and also work on cars. And it's like the most stereotypical things.
Well, it's so bizarre because in part of it, the guy says, she gets my deep-throated
Yeah, she goes, she gets my deep-throated endorsement. And I'm like, I think he's talking about sucking dick.
It's obvious.
I'm like,
I mean,
they
there's no
definitely
other way to
snuck
interpret
that in there, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find it. But
and almost nowadays when people tell me stuff, I don't know if it's real or a damn SNL sketch, a comedy.
It's true.
Sketch. Like, this is some shit going on.
We live in parody land.
I seen Trump working at McDonald's. Then what they said, he did that because she never worked at McDonald's.
yeah, that was such a troll, dude. That's a hilarious
That's a great troll.
Yeah, dude, I really thought it was an SNL sketch.
It looks like a sketch.
I don't think you can even find it.
It's like
anymore.
they're so unaware of what men actually are that they're like, yeah, this cartoonized version of this guy will be a man and no one will know the difference. It's like they basically have like kids under a trench coat pretending to be an adult. You know? It's like the same idea.
Here it is.
I'm a man, and I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500
Sitting
and
like-
braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I can tell.
I ate them for breakfast.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of
Yeah,
family.
no one's against IVF.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from.
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Wow.
Like, what?
That's a real ad.
It's real.
Are you sure that's a real ad?
I do, yeah.
The fact that gets through levels of people tells you just how insane people have become. That they think, yeah, that works. It's not like one person edits that.
Dude, the guy literally was like, we got to throw in a gay reference in here. I'm going to give her my full-throated endorsement.
Either
Either
that or he's one of those actors that they're like, they can't get him. Just like, dude, just say the line. Say, I vote for Kamala. He just kept making it gay stuff, you know? Well, I'd have balls on my face.
I'd stick my dick in her.
Yeah, I'm so much of a man that I'm
Husband's
ready to get pounded
ass.
from behind
I'm
for
so
Kamala.
much of a man, I would date a woman.
Dude, it is so funny. I'm a man, and you know what? I'm not scared of women. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. You might be. That is wild, though. That is crazy. Dom, who are you voting for? Are you allowed to
I
vote?
never registered to vote yet.
You didn't register to vote?
No, I need to. This might be the year I break it out.
Who are you going to vote for? You don't have
might
to say.
be getting close to the cutoff.
Yeah,
No
I
pun
think
intended.
It's getting close. It's getting close.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Jill Stein?
Yeah. I feel like if I voted, it's a negative. It's not going to help anybody. I'm not doing all the research. I get my news from TikTok, you know.
I didn't know you hosted with Einstein. Oh my God, good choice of a co-host.
Oh, he's the best, dude. This is exactly what you need, you know?
Yeah.
That's
My political views on the internet.
yeah, his sports and his politics. Yeah. That's the reason we're here to vote.
What else
It would be
know about?
It's crazy that having your political view that might not be popular on the internet is almost worse than having porn of yourself on the internet.
Oh, dude.
Like, which one would be harder to
Porn, I'd be
get away
famous. Come on.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
for the phone book that you use?
Yeah.
Dude, you
I'd
still
be
have
the
people,
guy.
you got people defending P. Diddy, but if he came out and he was like, also, I'm voting for Trump, they would be like, yep, nope,
Kill him.
prison
Kill his
for
family.
life, jail.
Yeah. Yeah, people always love to pull up the comparison to Weinstein with
Oh,
P.
yeah,
Diddy.
get
I always hear
right
it.
on the-
It's every day. It's like, oh, well, P. Diddy did this, yeah, but at least he ain't no Harvey. It's like, that doesn't, it's still not all
He's
right.
kind of there. He's pretty much there, dude. I haven't followed. Have you followed a lot of the P. Diddy stuff? I feel like you're a rabbit hole person.
I am a rabbit hole person, but I haven't followed it because it's boring to me at this point. It's like, we get it. Celebs are fucked up. It's really gross. And once everything kind of comes together, I'll check it out.
That's a good point. I think that there's not a lot of interest in this P. Diddy thing because it's like, oh, we actually know.
Which is sad. Like the fact that it's like, oh, not surprised.
Yeah, all of these celebrities are so messed up and they're doing insane messed up things to people. Yeah, okay. Just, put them in jail.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I mean, I can't imagine the paper trail, and everybody's got to have something on them. And the one thing that I did see recently was that Usher said on The View that he wouldn't endorse like either candidate.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That means they must not have anything on them.
Well, then this was before the P. Diddy stuff came out.
Yeah.
Now he's like, Kamala. He's sucking those guys' dicks from that commercial.
Oh my God, dude.
So I mean, who knows? But it's like, it's kind of convenient timing.
I do think about that. I mean, I've seen, Mark Cuban is he's got that TDS, that Trump, what is it called?
Derangement syndrome.
Trump derangement syndrome, where he literally makes people crazy. Like you see some of these celebs who are like, it's gonna end the world, and you're like, all right, fucking relax.
Well, like he
you
thinks
have $100 million.
If Trump becomes president, the world's over.
Yeah,
or he's all for Trump.
As if that's what happened 4 years.
It's already
ago
happened
when he
and,
was president.
Things were fine. Whether whoever you like or not, I feel like a lot of our listeners like Trump, but some are probably we don't have a lot of lady listeners, and the guys, I don't think we have a lot of white men for Kamala listeners on the old Troublemakers podcast.
I don't think
No.
I mean, yeah.
I think we have a specific brand. We'll see. I don't know if we brought Kamala on and then we got no views and a lot of hate. We'd be like, shit. Okay, that was right up our alley. We brought Trump on. People would be like, fuck you. And be like, oh, okay. That's not who we thought it was going to be.
I love how you're talking about this like it's a possibility.
It could.
If we brought Trump on, if we brought Kamala on, if we decided we wanted him.
Hey, who knows?
But we're not really sure.
$300.
Barron's a big podcast fan. Maybe he'll find our clips. He'll find that mushroom story and be like, Dad, you got to go on this pod that gets 500 views an episode. I mean, people
would really be amazing.
Losing it. Oh, my God. It would be so funny.
Now, would you guys feel different about like me if I was at a Diddy party? Like if you found that out, or if you had a friend and it came out like, oh, damn, so-and-so was at the Diddy party?
I wouldn't be surprised you were there based off perversion. I would just be surprised you were there based off of level of fame.
Celebrity enough.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
No, you know what? Knowing you, I would be not surprised that you were there, but being like, you would be like, oh, I'm just here to like flirt with you. You would have no idea the level of the dark stuff that's going on. You'd be like, I just went to the P. Diddy party to swim in the pool and hit on some models.
Let's say the tapes were surfacing now, and it's like, just shows me just passed out, just
imagine the cushion supply they need to have at P. Diddy's because their assholes hurt so badly.
Oh my God. You would definitely be a victim at the P. Diddy party.
Totally.
Show me just in the back. Hey, there's probably some people out there now that are just surfacing like that. I bet Justin Bieber's all up in the background of every pic. Tom Hanks.
Justin Bieber. Yeah, he's a good
Bieber,
one.
What's his name?
Sciatic.
This is literally, dude, he had a couple
That's
last
incredible.
episode. As soon as we turned off the pod, you had another one where I was just like, that made me think, I gotta fucking put a compilation together of Dom just slightly saying the wrong word.
Yeah.
I thought that was intentional, Justin Bieber. I've never heard that said before. How have I never heard that said? And that should have been intentional.
Mm-hmm.
He has come out, though, talking about how he's gone through the mill with people like P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Gone through the mail.
The mill.
What is that? Gone to the mill.
Gone through the mill. Like, you've really gotten beaten up or gone through a lot of shit.
Like, I think
somebody.
he's been abused. Like, he was like a 12-year-old kid.
He was like a toy, like a sex toy for them, essentially. I don't really know, but that's the idea.
I could see it. You see all these everyone like what's her name? Amanda Bynes. She was a child star, and then she was just like so fucked up, losing her mind. Remember when Remember when Justin Bieber was like losing his mind as like a 16-year-old kid, 18-year-old,
skateboarding in Harlem? They had him doing push-ups. You ever see the video?
Driving, like speeding, driving drunk, or whatever he was doing, crashing his
just
car.
A lonely kid.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh no, he was just probably just serially abused.
Wow.
And then, all that Nickelodeon stuff comes out and you're like, oh yeah, all these kids were. I always feel what's the kid, Josh Peck? who was like the fat guy.
Oh, from Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh. He was the fat one, and he's the only one who's like normal. And
Wow,
you think
he walked
you go
away from it all.
Well, he was just like a fat, unattractive kid. Probably nobody wanted to mess with him.
Wow.
It's a good point.
I mean, it's not bad. If you're going to be a child star, you got to be kind of, fat and unattractive.
Well, I'm friends with this guy, Aaron Schwartz, and he starred in Mighty Ducks and Fat Camp or whatever. What's the other one?
Wait, you're friends with a guy who is in Mighty Ducks?
Yeah.
And is it the main guy from?
That's Dylan's dream.
Is that the main guy from Heavyweights?
I don't know if I never saw Heavyweights, but he was in Heavyweights. He was a
Not
kid.
see Heavyweights. Oh my god! What
Because
does he
I'm
do
very
now?
thin.
All right, dude. That was my.
I'm not allowed to watch.
Fat kids are cool. Like, look at them.
Man, Mighty Ducks. I know that's
He was the fat one in Mighty Ducks, and then obviously one of the fat ones in Heavyweights. But he turned out really normal. That's where I'm getting to with bringing him up.
Yeah.
He's super attractive.
Oh my
ripped,
god! Yeah, he's the main guy.
Yeah, ripped, really well maintained mentally. Like he didn't lose his mind at all. I don't think he got that famous enough like Britney Spears or Justin Bieber, but he had a few credits.
Yeah, he was pretty big. He was 43. He did Heavyweights. He did. Oh, he's still an actor.
Yeah, he's still acting.
Still done.
But he's like super hot. I mean,
Yeah, look at that fucking six pack, dude. Jesus.
Wow. And what is he, 60?
Guardians of the Galaxy he was in.
Oh, 43 is in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks. Oh yeah, but he was in all the Mighty Ducks then.
He must have been.
Oh my god, that's so. How do you know him?
We did a podcast together years and years ago in LA.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't know who he was. He was like sitting on a couch. I was recording something and he was waiting. And I was like, oh, that guy's kind of hot. And so I did a really bad job on the podcast.
Oh my god.
So I was very paranoid.
Is that why you're doing so good on our podcast?
Exactly. I know I've done horrible so far. It's because you guys are making me sweat.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, I'm happy we have you on. I wanted to ask you, not to just like jump into a date and stuff, but this is something that's been on my mind. I like to think of myself as an old school gentleman. Pulling out the chair for a girl, is that like now that's the ick now too? I thought that's like establishing, I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, this is what I wanted.
It depends.
Yeah, let's get into Dom's mind. Let's really dive in.
Well, is the cushion on it now, or are you going to put it on?
I set the cushion up ahead of time.
Okay.
I called the hostess. I said, I'm going to throw you 20 bucks.
No. You're sitting in this chair. This is my chair. This is my chair.
The other chair, please.
It's been specially made.
It's all higher up. Wow, things seem differently from here.
Wow, you're so much taller when you sit.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Is that an ick though?
It is for the wrong girl. Like if it's a cool chick, to be honest with you, I think she would be wowed by it or enjoying it. I think a cunt would be pissed.
So that's a good way to figure it out.
So yeah, you can use it as a filtering system. So
Save
if
6 months.
Yeah. If a girl's like, he pulled out my chair, it's like,
wow.
Peace the fuck out.
Yeah.
But
Just
with the
leave
middle
right
finger.
then. Don't
Yeah.
even. Yeah. What finger do you use?
All of them. Because I got a lot of places to put them.
Oh my God.
No, but there can be a point though at which it can get ick if it's overboard and it's not the right environment or
Like
the right
if you're at a Burger
vibe.
King, you're like, madame.
That would actually be the best time to do it.
Really?
Honestly, funny, clever,
Oh,
cute.
that's
Yeah,
good
that's
to
the best
know.
time to do it. If you're really taking this date super seriously and you can't really tell if she's into you or not, and she's been a little bit since you met outside or something
Right.
like that.
She's probably still weird that I cried in front of her.
You can do like a little pullback of the chair, but
Right.
anything dramatic at that point might feel like an ick to anyone, even though it really shouldn't. It's just you kind of have to gauge with your social intelligence, if you have it, when it's going to work and when it's going to be a little bit over the top.
Wow. Yeah, I guess I don't have it. What about randomly just giving people $20? Like, you tip the doorman in front of her.
It's
so
hot
she
as
sees
fuck.
it. Girls like that?
No, well, I mean, for me, it's hot. Like I'm very old school.
Yeah.
I
My
like,
uncle taught me that one.
and you've got the old school Italian kind of
Right,
thing.
yeah.
I've got an Italian horn on. Got my Jesus pendant. It's like
Yeah.
I have a pinky ring. I'm trying to tell men
scars on
I
your
am
knuckles.
old school. Yeah. So with you, you're whipping out the 20 in a smooth way because you've got the vibe. Dylan over here,
Yeah.
I think he'd be like fumbling, like,
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I'm so white.
He's
like,
giving you're giving people money so they don't speak about what happened.
I go, hey.
yeah. It's all bribe money.
I go, hey, don't talk. I give a 20 to the Uber driver. I go, we don't want to hear you talk.
It never happened.
But if you do
my
it
God.
smooth, kind of undercover, but she sees it,
I
but
do
you're
it so
smooth
she
about
can
it,
see, yeah.
sexy as fuck. Getting into a place, like if there's a line, it's really long and you can walk up to the doorman.
quick little 20.
But no, he's not going to reject you because that would be horrifying.
Oh, in front of her. Yeah, you got to preset
If you
it
tried the
up.
20 and got
No,
rejected.
you got to set it up ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you
doesn't
go,
know.
hey,
But it's hot. I think it's hot.
I know Tony told me, and then you just give him like 100. You go, hey, Tony told me.
Well, the 100, now that's a little risky.
100's much. I think 20's plenty. You know,
You don't want
who's
the
carrying
girl
around
to get
50s?
jealous.
You know,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the girl's like, hey, 80 of that should have went to me.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah, you're going up, and he's like, 20. It's $50 cover to get in here.
Right.
What are you doing?
And then you know what would really piss the girl off if you tip all those people and then want to split the check.
that'd be hilarious. Or at least tease that.
Yeah.
And then be like,
My
no, I'm
whole
fucking
thing
with
with
you.
dating is I pull the money out. I like to show the woman the money, but I don't spend it.
The wad.
Yeah. It's like, but you don't give it to
Yeah,
me.
that's
the
I
whole
could see
secret.
that, dude. You have a money clip. You're like all
Or you
cash.
just pull it out, you know, you randomly talk about blowing money. Yeah.
Well, I could see. I told Dominic this the night I met him. He reminds me of my dad's cousin from the 70s.
Yeah.
This kind of Italian, like you have this movie, like you could be a character in a movie doing
old
that kind of
school.
stuff. Yes. Yeah. So that's why I think it would work with you, but it depends on, you know, like
You don't think it would work with me?
I don't know. You know, not that you
Also-
couldn't be
You
old
don't
school.
got it.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be old school. I also.
But you're good with women, though. I've
Thank you.
seen. Okay, I was going to get to
Thank
that.
you.
I'm sure you're smooth.
I was like, Kristen's on here talking all this shit about me, where I'm like, I know you've complimented me in the past.
Yeah, no, I was going to get to you.
Perfect. I love that.
You also look like a character from a movie called Heavyweights, and I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna kill
Mighty.
myself.
I'm gonna just roast you the whole time. No, you have not this like Italian old school thing,
Yeah.
but you are really good with words with women, and you are smooth.
Stop it.
But I was blown away by the text that you sent to this chick,
Yeah.
and I thought, "There's no way." She seemed over it, and she came over that night.
Yeah, it was
What
the
was
next,
the
the
text?
next night.
I mean,
a little bit here, Dylan.
it was last year. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was like last year.
Damn,
But it was
pulled her in
well
with a
played.
text. Wow.
And she was kind of out. It seemed like she was
Yeah.
like on the verge of being like, meh, because you had been out with her and then
Yeah, and then it ended and then it
yeah.
was restarting it for a little bit. And
Yeah.
yeah.
he got
Alright.
the
I'm not surprised.
basically it was like lighting a match without having the book to light it on.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
lit it on like the fucking table. Like
Yeah.
that's how smooth it was. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
My boy
Yeah.
So he
Dylan.
reignited. Now I'm
Oh,
down.
now you got
I'm
the
down.
Dom
Hanging out with me
disease.
too long. Fifth
He
grade reading
reignited.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, yeah, and also it made me feel really good when you were like, "Ah, that was so smooth.
Yeah.
It
was.
It really worked.
I think I may have taken a picture or a screenshot
You
of
did.
it. Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah. You did. It was something like we were out. We were watching we were at the bar, so I was drinking all day too, and I was just like, let's throw it out there. Hey,
Can you do it without the buzz? Without the zen?
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
as
do you want to
smoothly?
zen, or is it gonna fuck you
I
up?
kind of do, but last time I got,
Really?
I felt like I wanted to vomit.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
They're intense. 6
Yeah,
that's
I know.
6 milligram. I can
6
do the
milli.
3.
Yeah.
The 6, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you left the bar last time. You were like, I gotta go.
Damn, from the Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could definitely do it without. But I've also, I don't know. I got to a point in my, I did have in high school. I felt like I was a heavyweights character where you're like, you're not confident and all that.
And I'm teasing you.
No. But then you go to, I think it was like college. You just like, I just started not caring, but just being like acting like you don't care. And that's what
Right.
confidence is, I think. Pretending to have confidence is confidence.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I live my life now is just pretend confidence. And hopefully it works enough.
But it really is attractive. Because I do work with men all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones who have this cool confidence, not a try hard confidence, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a difference between arrogance, of course, and confidence. But just this cool, understated confidence, they don't need to have a billion things going for them. Obviously, a few things.
Yeah, a job
A job would be nice.
is helpful, but
Yeah.
it's also not a requirement with a lot of these ladies now. Not a requirement.
What about, have you noticed like over an overall blanket, like are the people with the sickest fades the ones with the least confident?
I think so. Yeah, it's overcompensation.
When
It's
you
like,
get real sick with the fade,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, what are you doing? Like every 4 days,
Yeah.
got the top. It's lack of confidence, right?
it is. Oh, I think so. It's like the equivalent of like in the 80s, the guy buying a Corvette because he had because he has a tiny dick. It's like we see what you're doing. You're like making up for something. So the fade guys, I think, are the modern day version of that.
Modern
Except
day, the
it's more
Corvette.
affordable for the fade.
Yeah, I've never been too confident coming out of the gate. You know, I'll be honest with you. Anytime I got lucky dating a woman, it's because I feel like I don't know what happened. I caught her at a low point in her life. Like, you know.
Well, also, tell Kristen where you meet a lot of the women that you end up dating.
I don't know, really. Out on the street sometimes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like the corner of a
shows,
street.
wherever, yeah.
On the street. What was the girl
That, a lot of guys can't meet women on the street. That's impressive.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's your approach?
I guess I've been parlaying the Instagram a little comedy shows, which is kind of lame, but it's an easy in, I guess.
So you're kind of barking.
Tell them I live in the neighborhood.
You're barking for yourself.
I bark for myself.
Yeah.
What was the one girl you told me about where you guys had a plan? You were going to go to this dinner, and then she was like, it was like this nice Italian place.
Such an expensive date for no reason. This girl had me buying it. She had me buy her some of them fucking Zens, actually.
Really?
At a place, she borrowed $20 from me on a first date. Like,
That's
this
crazy.
you would have loved to.
I don't think that was a date. I think that was a robbery.
Yeah, first off, she seen me at a discount clothing store. Right then, I should have known. Okay, so we're buying discount clothes, and 4th of July is coming up. She's like, I got nobody to hang out with. Do you want to do something? I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, this girl knew I kind of had the hots for like 5 years ago. I met her like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so either way, she goes, yeah, you know, it comes down to the ticket. I'm like, all right, I'm about to order my ticket. Did you get yours? Like, it's like a $200 ticket. I just met
crazy.
this broad. I'm not buying her the damn ticket. So she goes, oh, it doesn't look like it's going to be worth it. You can't sneak your own bottles in, she said.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, all right, so this is crazy. So finally, I don't know. I'm like, all right, well, let's just go to a restaurant. There's this place I know on 46. I know the owner. It's Italian food. So we get there. She's like, oh, I don't want to eat here. Let's go somewhere else. Goes to some bar, like, and orders like Italian food at a shitty ass fucking bar. I was just like, this is the worst. Like, I don't know. There was a few other things. I guess just spending money. Like, bought the nicotine thing, whatever. Like 2 dates in a row.
She bent you over.
Yeah, I lost out. Then the third time, I'm like, oh, let's hang out. And didn't even kiss, which is normally against my rules. But I'll be honest, I really liked the girl a little bit. Like, I was lonely too. I was like, oh, this is cool. She lives like 5 blocks from me. I was like right in the neighborhood.
You're planning your life together.
We
You're
could do
already
yoga in Bryant Park. Yeah.
not at a studio.
Yeah, so either way, you know, like $300 2 dates in. She just kept buying shit on the date, like food. Bought the waiter a shot. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, she's flirting with the waiter,
last time
dude.
we hung out, she's like, no, I know him.
Oh my
And they
God.
clearly never knew each other. She was just drunk. Yep, she's drinking on the date, hammered, you know, getting.
And you went
nicotine.
out 3 times. That's
Two dates, $300. The third date, I drew the line. She wanted to go to the movies. I'm like, look, I can't afford to date you anymore. I was like, I'm broke. She's like, if you want to see me, you gotta take me out.
Oh my God.
So, you know, I see her all the time too.
What movie did she want to see? Do you remember?
Some Disney movie.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Terrible. She just wants to see a movie. She don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Kristen, do you find that, going back to confidence, do you find that sometimes, I feel like with women, if you talk to like a really attractive woman and like they have a terrible personality, you guys will still just be like, that's fine. But I feel like it's the opposite with women. Do you meet a lot of attractive guys where you're like, oh my God, that guy's so good looking, and then he doesn't have any personality?
Yes.
Like at all?
Yes.
Is that a big, that's just, I can't imagine like.
It almost seems like an epidemic.
Yeah.
Not that there's that many good-looking guys, but it just seems like nobody has personality anymore.
Really?
Everyone's just like one-dimensional. And so the guys that I work with, the whole thing really for the first, because I do like a 3-month coaching program,
Yeah.
the first like month is basically bringing out the personality.
Really?
Stop being a bore fest.
Wow.
So
It's
funny.
and I think though.
How do you do that? I'm just so curious.
Tell them
So we
untuck
start-
their t-shirt. Okay.
Hey, take that calculator out of your pocket. You don't need it. Are you in school? No. Dude,
yeah.
take it out of your pocket. You don't need a pocket protector, dude.
Right. Yeah, there are a lot of pocket protector like guys, but also ones that aren't pocket protector like guys that are just as uptight.
Really?
Yeah. So what I do with them right at the beginning is I have them give me their unadulterated opinions on everything.
Oh,
and I
love that.
I'm
You
like,
have nightmares from this?
no, it's the only way I have any faith in humanity. Because I'm like, all right, someone actually thinks a fucking thought.
Wow.
That's so cool. Oh, that's a great idea.
But what they do at first is they're very guarded. So I'll say like something stupid like, what's your opinion? And just on little things.
Yeah.
At first. So I'll say like, what's your opinion on bowling? And they'll be like, and I know it's a random, but that's the point. I want it. I mean, I don't know. It's all right. You know, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's your actual opinion on bowling?
Yeah.
And they're like, I hate it. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Just say it the first time and be okay with it. But we're going to learn how to say it in a way that doesn't make you a downer or like a drag where you're just like, I hate this. And that's not the point. The point is to get in touch with what you actually think about things because these people like, we're comics. We're not around normal humans.
No.
Like ever. So we forget how normal people actually are. And they're very politically correct. They don't want to offend. They want to, it's like a get along, go along. And with women, that's so unattractive because you're not, that doesn't show leadership qualities. It doesn't show that you could be the man that steps up in the moment that she needs you to step up, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not that I tell guys to just be opinionated to have personality, but that's where we start so they get comfortable if they need to share their fucking opinion how to share it in a way that's charismatic and charming and whatever. But yeah, so that's the beginning part of personality. And then we go deeper from there with like hobbies and shit. But hobbies, people, they fall back or they lean on hobbies to have a personality. So it's like, no. You should have a personality, and then it's a bonus if
That
you
you
do
also
something
do
kind
cool
of
things.
cool.
Yeah,
right.
you make boats in a bottle. That's it.
Everyone defines themselves by their hobbies. And it's like, oh, I kayak, I ski. It's like, cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I even have any hobbies.
Me neither. I'm like
I
trying
do
to actually
comedy.
get some.
I watch sports. I like to like play sports when that is around, like basketball or hockey, roller hockey, football. But yeah, I don't have many. I like to watch TV.
Well, it's because I think because you're doing something in your life that gives you some pleasure, not just masturbating, but actually
That's fair,
comedy.
You know? Yeah, both of those bring me a lot.
Whereas
I like
these
it. It's
people
nice.
don't do what they really
Just go to
love.
work, come home.
So they
go
need
to
a
the bar.
hobby.
I used
yeah.
to think about it all the time. We would like run shows in Boston, and I would get off work and I would be like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, we're going to put a show on Friday night, Saturday night, and it would be sold out and all this shit. And then I would see these people like getting off of work and just like going to the bar to drink. And I was like, I used to do that all the time, and not having another thing is I would look at it, I would be like, oh, that's so sad. That's like, you got to find something like not having a passion.
Go to Orange Theory or something.
Yeah, like something CrossFit, dude. I used to do. I was super passionate about it. You know,
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. It's just as long as you're not all CrossFit. Like
Yeah,
there's so many
yes,
guys
yes.
that's their personality.
Yeah.
CrossFit.
Yep.
It's the same as like if I was a lesbian, it's like that's all my personality is like I'm a lesbian. Like I you know,
I love
it's like
flannels
what else
and
you got?
Subarus.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
And
like,
I like to get offended at men.
yeah.
I hate them.
Like what else you got? It's just an always what else you got kind of thing.
Oh, that's okay. I have a question. Have you ever had? So, how many guys do you think you've coached since like doing your business?
Oh, if I was an actual business person, I would know an answer.
Like over 100?
Oh my God, well over 100.
Okay. Yeah. Over.
Yeah. I would say maybe like full-time clients.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for almost, I would say close. We're getting close to kind of 10 years.
Wow.
I would say, 500.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Have you ever had, out of those 500 guys, I'm sure a lot have been successful. Have you ever had one that after coaching them, they've asked you out?
Yes.
How does that go? Dude? Because I was on, the reason I ask is because I think I told you about this website that I signed up for, the matchmaking service.
No, you didn't tell me.
I didn't tell you about that?
No, you
there was
signed
this,
up for
I saw him,
matchmaking?
well, it was on like TikTok, I saw it, and I was like, you can sign up to be part of it and just part of the pool. And I had a phone call with them, and I was like, they would give me options. They're like, you can either pay and like you're like a client, or for free, you could just be part of the pool. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, like I'll be part of the pool. That's fine. And the lady, she's like, honestly, as a man in New York City, you don't need to pay for this. Like if you pay for it, you'll get like 2 dates a month. For free as a guy, you'll get probably 2 or 3 dates a month anyway.
Right.
Because mostly women pay for it.
Yeah, and there's more women in the city than men.
Yeah, and I asked her, I was like, how much is it? And she was like, it's like $5,000 a month. And I was like, oh my
It
God.
is wild
Oh
what
my
people pay.
God, dude.
It is wild what people pay, yeah.
$5,000 a month for like 2 dates. And I would go on these dates. I would be like, fuck, you just paid $2,500 to go out with me. I guess I should. Yeah, I don't feel bad about getting this $100 bar tab.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
Yeah. No, people, that speaks to how, I hate to say desperate, but people are, they're fucking desperate. Like dating is really, really, really hard.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is like, I've had so many of these calls with like the matchmakers on there, and I'm just like, I feel like me and you would be a good match. Like I would never say it, but I'm like, I really enjoyed talking with these people, and where I'm like, we're getting to know each other to see if I'm a good match for one of their clients. And I'm like, I feel like me and you should give it a go.
Well, the reason for that is because neither of you are under pressure at that point.
Yeah.
You're not performing for her. She's not performing for you, and you can be real people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of why online dating is horrible, because everyone feels like they're under pressure, and they're like, I'm supposed to be this, 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 and this. And so they get really uptight and they lose whatever personality that they did have in the first place. So that's a big part of it. But also with me, with the guys, I went out with one.
Oh, how did it go?
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I would not normally ever go out with any of my clients, and I actually shouldn't even say that. I did go out because then that will open up.
Now it's
He was British.
Hey boys, keep listening because it is possible.
Right.
He was
20 more signups immediately.
yeah.
Dude, honestly, hey.
He was British though. Like you can't, he had money. He was very nice looking.
Okay.
He was British. He's just very shy, and
Doesn't
that's why he
sound
needed
like
help.
He needs a
very shy. He was very shy.
Interesting. Okay.
So he was like, I'm at one point, maybe 2 months after working together, he was like, I'm going to be in New York and so.
Wow.
Yeah. And we had a nice time. We kept in touch, but there was no like sexual vibe or anything.
No like spark, no like physical chemistry.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
The other guys I've just ignored for the most part, which I feel bad.
Damn.
And because I have an avoidance behavior kind of thing.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. What? A comedian.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
What's the avoidance behavior thing? Like a contract they signed to where you could block them out if they
No.
Well, I have. Well,
No, it's just like when you get uncomfortable with confrontation, you just don't deal with it.
just don't reply.
I got that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do have something on my website. It changed because I redid my website. So I don't know what it says now, but at one point it did say specifically contact is limited to like sessions.
Yeah.
And our whatever agreement. Because I do like on call stuff with them. So like they can text me if they're on a date and they're like in the bathroom and they're like, I don't know what to, like,
she's been in the bathroom for 30 minutes. What
Yeah.
do you think is wrong?
yeah, like
Bite
literally.
my nails.
Yeah. So I just say communication's limited to that, but I still have had people, ask me out.
You should just put on the website like, hey, this is the thing. You probably will fall in love with me. Just don't bring it up.
Well, I'm actually offended that more don't fall in love with me.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
like, this is me at my best,
That is
and you're not in love with
hilarious.
me.
Oh my God, Kristen.
It's offensive.
You're out here like, don't ask me out, but also like, I would like it if you did
How
so I could
dare
say
you?
no.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have been asked enough, but
How many times you think? 20?
no, probably 10.
That's pretty, yeah, that's not a bad.
And recently, this guy offered. He apologized because I didn't reply. I didn't reply. And then he's a pilot, so he offered me like tickets to fly wherever I want, whenever I want, as an apology for hitting on me. And I didn't reply. And I'm like, damn.
You should have taken that up.
If I was that chick that you went out with, she would have.
Oh, she would have.
Immediately.
I want to go to Thailand.
And she would have ordered some fried chicken. What would you say?
Oh my God, Dom.
What about what was I gonna say? I actually had a question. I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Casually texting on the pod. No big
Oh,
deal.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
there's a
remember.
reason for this.
It was an
okay.
emergency. So, like, what I would love to know these guys' emergencies when shit's getting down bad on the date. When they're like, "Oh, fuck, I wore the turtleneck. I knew I shouldn't have did it." Or, we ran into her ex, he's huge, like what would they say?
Well, it's stuff like it's like I'm running out of things to say. How am I going to segue?
Well, how do I manipulate her some more? Please, love God.
No, but it's really them. And at first, when I started doing this, I did it because I was co-hosting a podcast on dating, and I knew nothing about dating. And my co-host was a relationship expert, and I just thought this is all bullshit. Total bullshit.
Wow.
And then I saw, and we've been doing the podcast for 13 years.
Yeah.
So over the course of that, obviously, I started seeing some actual results, and I was like, oh, wow, this actually works.
Losers could get laid.
Yeah, I thought once a loser, always a loser. I had no hope for myself. But no, it actually...
People love these kinds of people.
It actually works. For some, and you have to have reasonable expectations. There are coaches out there that are like, get any woman of your dream. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you're not. You can get a woman for sure, and we can get one that's pretty good. But is she gonna be the
Is she gonna be
Cindy Crawford or Cindy Sweeney?
Wow,
Anyone named
I like
Cindy?
that we just fucking you're showing your age in that dated reference. Jesus,
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford, Sydney Sweeney for come on,
and Cindy Lou Who for the celebrities that are pervs.
yeah, for the Weinsteins out there, as Dom would call them.
You get a girl on the surface, she's normal, but it's really a lot of deep trauma stuff you could deal with, like a lot of mass trauma.
That's the problem. Dom's looking for a girl with a little trauma.
Well, men, they know, they can see see which women are traumatized, and they're going to be easy to manipulate.
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
No, that's I don't know. I guess maybe that was I don't.
Well, maybe not
just want a
manipulate's
normal
a rough word. Let's say. I mean, maybe what it is
let's just
with
say
me?
convince.
He used the wrong word again.
Whoops.
To me, I like when a girlfriend, I feel like I could help her. I'm always going for the girl with the limp.
Yeah, but then that means there's something going on underneath.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on with me?
Yeah.
That makes this girl's out here collecting fucking berries, and I'm like,
girl with the limp,
right?
is
Like, there's
insane.
a girl with a problem going on. She got kicked out of her house. The kid's face is dirty. Yeah. And I'm just like, let me try to help.
Dom's ideal date is a woman who's crying outside of a McDonald's.
A girl that knows what to do.
Oh God, that's me. No, it really is.
Hey, what's up, baby? What's
Yeah.
up, girl? You
What?
you want me to buy you a cheeseburger?
Yeah, we can go to Burger King.
I'm starting to get it, dude. I just realized that's my first Dom impression. I think it's getting pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
What's
nailed
up,
it.
baby?
Yeah, how you is?
How you is? You want to make chicken?
Yeah,
You're doing an impression of Dom doing an impression.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Why
Of
you
a black
crying?
woman.
Yeah. What's up, baby?
Yeah. Now, for me, I like finding for me, I always like to help a girl out, but I say yes to everybody. I need to quit doing that. If I find out a girl likes me, I'm just like, all right, yeah, we'll date. I'm like, well, why do I always do that?
Well, you were in a relationship for a long time that you didn't really want to be in. Am I allowed to say that on the
I was
air?
at 4 years, like back to back. A lot of 4-year relationships in my life.
Damn.
A lot of car seats too, coming in and out. You see the pictures when you get older. It's like, wow, that kid's tall. Like I remember him when he was a child. But I was a stepdad to a lot of kids. They still, like on Father's Day, I'll get random text messages.
Stop.
Yeah, dude. I used to play catch with kids.
Oh my God.
Were you a
lot
good
of
fake
kids.
dad?
I was. I feel like I was good.
Yeah, dude. I bet you would be a good fake dad. A good real dad too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
We
Let's
just
not take
talked
it too
about
far.
this on the last episode, but yeah, no, I could see it.
I could see it
definitely
too.
could see it, dude. But yeah, Dom's just like getting to a point. People are coming over. He's got a car seat in his apartment. They're like, "You got kids?" He's like, "Nah, I just date a lot of women with kids.
Yeah.
Might as well invest.
It'll come in handy.
Invest in myself."
The last date
I don't want to
had
make
with
another
the girl-
short joke, but
The last date I had with the girl, she had a tattoo of her. She's like, yeah, I got my kid's name tatted on me. And the girl's covered with tats, but then we hung out like 3 or 4 times. And every time she's telling me another kid's name. She had 5 kids all tatted on. It's like the first date, there's one. The second date, that's my son. Now it's my daughter, my second youngest daughter. I'm like, how many kids do you
she's
got?
losing space to have kids, like on her body.
Yeah. I'm like, how many do you got? Yeah, where are we going to write my kid's name then? But yeah, she's like, that's wrong of you to ask me how many kids I got. We've only been on 3 dates. Like,
It's crazy. It's like,
No,
yo,
she didn't.
You
say
brought it up.
You really are dating people from the street.
This girl, yeah.
He finds it's a tough
And
situation.
she's like, I breastfed all of them.
But
She
you're-
kept telling me.
But your last
Every
girlfriend,
You're
last
like,
one
yeah,
of
we've
my
had
kids.
sex. I can tell.
Yeah.
I've seen your.
My last girlfriend, no
she was very
kids.
smart. Like Right? That's what you told me,
well,
at least.
You
maybe
know,
unless-
she came off like she was.
The British one?
Yeah.
British people
let's
come
not say
off.
I had 2 British girlfriends in case there's legal fees. That's people are asking.
British people do come off more intelligent, more fancy. It's the
She
accent.
was intelligent. She had me tricked. I actually thought she loved me. You know, that's the truth. She had that whole thing going that really, she was real manipulative, I think. Is that a word? Did I
Yeah,
say
you got
wrong?
it. You
Yeah.
nailed it.
I
did
nailed
good
it,
on
buddy.
that one. Manipulative.
there you go. Beautiful.
whoa.
Wow.
Dude, sound it out.
Yeah, see, I think girls are so much better at tricking us men because even if we know we're being tricked, we still don't mind because at the end of the day, we got a girl.
Yeah.
You know,
Amen.
so we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, except for those girls that steal. I dated a girl, she was real good at stealing.
We're going to get to crack
Listen,
whore
I'm
soon.
tell-
Like, we're
I'm-
working our way.
Kristen,
cards.
I knew this would blow
To your
your mind.
ex-crack whore.
I knew this would blow
It's
your
incredible.
mind coming in. With,
What do you do when a girl steals a lot, but you still love her? Like,
Was this when you moved into an apartment and someone stole your necklace or something?
oh,
like
no,
that?
no, that was a while ago. But no, I used to.
That was another one.
No, I dated a girl that stole from me, like straight up bought stuff online with my credit card. You know,
Was it good stuff?
nothing too big. She was smart about it. She, you know, I made the mistake. I told her I was like, I never check what my spending is on my credit card.
Yeah. What are you in?
I told her.
Are
that.
you dumb? Like retarded? Sorry, I'm trying to find a way to
dumb?
not.
Yeah, I told her that. Next thing I know, a lot of stuff from like Shein and TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's classic.
Little
That
$13, $8.
Right. You just chip away. They'll never see the little.
Hotel room that she got me good South Carolina hotel
Oh.
room. She's like, I just need it for the deposit. It was like 3 months after we were broken up. I seen it way later.
Wow.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, man. Capital One, they don't give a shit really. Or your bank card. See, you're better off if you're gonna ever cheat a charge. One thing I learned: don't do it through your bank card.
No.
Do it through a credit card. That's
Yeah.
the best way to cheat.
Well,
Where there's
or that's the
not
West.
actual cash attached to it.
Best way to
Yeah.
be defrauded.
Defraud
is,
people, credit
The
card.
bank wants their money, but they're not going to work that hard for your
I didn't
money.
buy it.
Yeah.
Wear a hat. Keep your head down. Wear a Yankees hat. Fuck it.
Fuck
I
the
won't be
Yankees.
surprised.
By the way, I'm not supporting the Yankee. I just wear this hat because
Yeah, you put that hat on. You were like, "Can I wear this hat?" And I was like, "Ugh,
Well,
I wish you weren't." But
Your MAGA
fine.
hats over there. We're still good with that.
well, I've got my MAGA underwear on and stuff that I just. That's always a consistent.
Yeah, why not?
Well, the reason I opened my phone, I don't want to
Oh
look
yeah,
like
yeah,
I was
yeah,
being
yeah,
rude.
yeah,
So weird the timing. So when I was here before,
yeah.
I told a story about you asked if I'd ever had a stalker,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I did.
Yes.
I said I hadn't heard from him in like 7 years or something, which I haven't
Yeah.
until today.
Stop.
Wow. They're
The-
following the IG.
Today.
Wow. So for anybody who hadn't seen the last episode, and for Dom, you had the stalker who was just what, hitting you up like randomly.
Just constantly. He would send gibberish, but then he would send he sent a dick pic and like just so many
Yeah.
random things, but from every angle, from Snapchat, from Twitter to my email to anything,
Hilarious.
anything.
So committed.
Super committed for years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I did not hear from him for years. Maybe it wasn't 7 years I didn't hear from him, but it's been a long time. So today at 12:54 p.m., it's 4:43 right now. At 12:54 p.m., he wrote, "What's your phone number? I need to ask you a small thing."
Oh my God.
Isn't that wild though, the chances? Because the only other time I've talked about him was here, and then this is the second time I've ever been here, and
He sent you an email? How did he contact you?
through an email.
Give
Dude,
him my
you know
number.
what? He's been listening to definitely some TikTok dating coaches because that has me intrigued. I want to know what he wants.
He got you LinkedIn.
I want to know what he wants, dude.
Yeah, that is a TikTok
If he's asking
thing.
about a small thing, it's probably his dick because
Do you
his
know-
dick was tiny.
Yeah. Do you know what
It's
I
like you don't
noticed
need to
about
ask
him?
about that. You're well aware.
What would it take for you to have to message him back? What if he hit you with, "Do you know what I noticed about you?" Or there's one
I hate when
very-
the guys do that.
You don't like that one?
But
I'm
will you
very
respond?
No, of course not.
You don't give a fuck what they notice.
He wants to ask a small thing, either again about his dick and or if he can murder me.
Oh my
I agree
God.
that that's also
This
a
is the
small
guy
thing
from,
because
like,
I don't really matter
Sweden,
much.
right? Isn't
Yeah,
he,
he's
like,
somewhere
from
in the
Europe?
Norwegian.
Oh my God.
He probably runs
He's
an
got
Airbnb.
Norwegian wood.
I wish you brought it up earlier because I would say respond to him and hopefully he would call you
by now
during the pod.
Yeah.
He definitely will. If she
Well, he'll see
messaged
this, I'm
him
sure.
right now,
Oh my
he's
God.
responding in under a minute.
Dude,
Go
if
ahead,
you
give him
respond to that
Dylan's
email,
number.
I don't
want
want
to.
to. I don't want to open up
hilarious.
because it was years
Yeah,
and years and
yeah.
years of nonstop.
Yeah.
So like when I'm saying like I would block him on Snapchat, then he would find like my personal email address somehow. Wow. And
That's
then,
crazy.
Yeah. And then it would go, I would block him there.
Still so committed.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants, maybe he's trying to become a U.S. citizen and he wants a reference from you.
It's a great way to not get a reference.
This is someone I stalked for 7 years, so she knows how committed I am.
If I want to bring murderers into the country.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if you saw the clip.
I wonder too.
And then,
but the timing of it,
6 months later.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. So, but anyway, my self-esteem is now back where it should be, that I have a stalker again.
Oh my God. That was the whole thing. You were like, the self-esteem, it is a boost, dude.
It is.
I mean,
people look at it like a bad thing.
I think I told you, I had not a stalker, but when I was at the DA's office, I don't know if I told this story. I maybe have told it on the pod. But yeah, when I was at the DA's office, I was prosecuting this case with like this.
Wait, you were a lawyer?
I still am.
You're a lawyer?
Yeah, I was a prostyler
what the fuck?
5 years.
That's why I hang with him.
Yeah, I still am a lawyer.
You know what? That's funny. On the way over here, I was like, how does Dylan make a living?
Yeah, I still
You're
do
a
that.
lawyer?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Now you know.
I'm glad I know you now.
Yeah.
I need your help.
So I was a prosecutor and I was prosecuting this case. It was some weird, it was like a fight at like a dog park or something. And
it's always dogs.
The woman who was the defendant, who like attacked this other woman, I forget like all the specifics, but she was like a normal looking woman. Like if I saw her on the street, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's some normal looking, I don't really remember what she looks like at all, but like I remember seeing her and being like, oh, that's just like someone you would see at the bar. I was like, that's so weird. Cause sometimes you would see people and be like, oh yeah, clearly you belong in court. But, I like worked on this case for a while and like, she would come in with her lawyer and like, we never, I don't think I ever even like looked at her or like I would just always talk to the defense, which is very common. But I remember I left that court and I got transferred to another court, which is pretty regular. And someone else took over the case. And I think I was on vacation and I got this like DM on Facebook, someone being like, hey, missed you today. Where were you? And then I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm looking at the name and I'm like, who is this? And then I'm like trying to, and it wasn't the same name as the court case. So it took me a while. And then I looked at the profile. I'm like trying to figure out who it is. And I was like, oh my God, this is the person that I was prosecuting. And I sent it immediately to my supervisor. And I'm like, hey, what do I do about this? Because I'm pretty sure she's flirting with me.
Yeah.
And she was like, block her, do not respond. And I was like, yeah, already done. But like, what the hell?
Is that a move to get you to be less of a prosecutor against her? But didn't you switch cases?
Yeah, I didn't even have the case anymore.
Okay, so no, it wasn't.
I was just like, this is bizarre.
Do you regret not taking advantage of her situation?
Yeah.
No, because I still have my bar license. So
good.
of
That's
course I
always a
don't
plus.
regret that, dude. Are you kidding me? That's like the easiest way to get disbarred is like,
He would lose his-
oh my God.
I would never be a
license
good
so
lawyer.
fast.
I'd be threatening the judge, hey, Your Honor, what do you say I smack the shit out of you?
Yeah, that's an easy way to
How about I break your fucking ring finger and then we look at the evidence again?
Oh my God, I love it. That's my kind of lawyer.
Oh my God.
I was the worst in
Yeah, that
court.
was wild, dude. You been in court a bunch?
Well, not I mean, come on, that's a stretch saying a bunch.
Where'd that come from?
I'd say 5 or 6 times.
That's kind of a bunch.
Well, that is a bunch.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, don't shit on me.
Always some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever been in court?
For a speeding ticket.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's pretty
fine.
normal, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
But I will tell you about the ticket, though.
Yeah.
I was quite the asshole, and I
Were
deserved.
you?
And I deserved what I got. I should have got more, actually. I was very, very irritated from getting pulled over because I'd been driving for like 6 hours that day. I lived in LA, and I had this job where I had to like drive all over Southern California.
Yeah.
And I entered the freeway. I was just looking I was out by Fontana, if anyone knows California. It's like the middle of nowhere. It's Fontucky.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so I'm looking for the freeway. I'm exhausted. I just see a sign with the right number. So I get in the turning lane and I turn left to get on the freeway. But then as I'm entering, I realize the freeway was on like a bridge.
Yeah.
So I started coming even with it, but I was on the left side.
You're like going out the wrong way?
No. which would have been better.
Oh my God.
Because I would have just been dead and this whole shit show would have been done with. No, I've never seen this before, and I'd lived in LA at that point for a while.
Yeah.
2 entrances, one on one side of the bridge for non-carpoolers, and then one on the other side
that's
for
so
carpoolers.
weird.
Damn.
I never had seen that in my life.
That's crazy.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
I see the number. Okay, take a left. Oh my God. Now I'm getting, so I have bad luck, but in this moment I'm thinking I don't have that bad of luck. So I thought, well, I'll just, once I get on the freeway, I'll just get out of the carpool
why
lane.
not?
I have no reason to be in the carpool lane, and the freeway was dead. Again, this is Fontucky basically.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not like downtown LA traffic or something. So I get on, there's nobody on the freaking freeway except a policeman, state trooper, who I come directly even with as I merge on. I couldn't believe it. And because I was just thinking, well, this will be easy. I'll just it's not going to be a big deal.
I'll just
get out. But it's like, they have to see people do that all the time.
Yeah.
Getting on the wrong side of the freeway.
You didn't say like, hey, I'm not from here. I have no idea. I've never seen this before.
Well, I went off on him. So he signaled, he basically went like right next to me because he saw me. He's like, you're in the carpool lane. And I went like, I know, I'm not really actually trying to, there's no cars on the road. Why the fuck would I be in the car? So then he goes and gets behind me.
Yeah.
So I just go, fuck it. And there's nowhere to pull over on the left.
Yeah.
So I just cut out, and there's no one on the freeway. There's literally like one car
Damn.
maybe.
Running from the cops now.
So I just, I wish. So I just cut over like 4 lanes to get to the side of the road so I could pull over. Because I was like, well, get this shit over with.
Yeah.
Right.
So I pull over, and when he comes up to the car, I was in such a bad, the fact that he knows people do that by mistake. There's no reason I would be in the carpooling right now. I could be going 100 miles an hour with no cars around. So anyway, when he came up to the car, I was I've calmed down with cops, or I've just calmed down in general, but especially with cops, I'm like really chill.
And if I was that white attitude.
Yeah, if I was if I was a black dude, I don't know who knows what would happen to me. But he said, I'm going to give you a ticket for crossing out of the carpool lane.
Are you kidding me?
You
were pulling me over.
Yeah, he said you had to wait for the dotted lines. There's how was I supposed to know I had to wait for the dotted lines to get pulled over? You have your lights on behind me.
Yeah.
Right. That's a loophole and a half.
Yeah. So then I forgot to pay it. So it ended up costing me like $900.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's bad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have went to court and I think this is crazy.
Yeah, I think there must have been another ticket in there too.
Oh,
instead of just the crossing the. He must have given me a carpool ticket too.
God, what a nightmare.
Andy found some Oxycontin.
Yeah,
yeah. This story's just really escalating.
You know, they weren't really my kids.
But I was like, on your deathbed, are you going to be proud of yourself that this is what you
hit
did?
him with the deathbed.
Oh my God.
Do you think your kids are going to be proud of you? Oh, my dad pulled over a young girl who was tired and just trying to make enough money for rent.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I hate that kind of shit. I have told
But just
this.
be cool.
Yeah, well.
Just go. I mean, I know you're a lawyer, but like,
No.
wouldn't if you as a human being, when you go, there's a lot of shit to deal with in the world.
Yeah.
I'll just wave her out.
Hey,
and
or
say,
even like pull her
"Don't
over
do it
and be
again."
like, hey,
don't. Yeah.
what are you doing? And then you'd be like, I am not from here. I didn't know. Okay, well, yeah, you can't do that. I'm going to let you go with a warning.
I will say
Boom.
though, I probably started out a little feisty. Where
Yeah,
if
I
he was
could see
going to be
that.
nice, he was probably like, "Fuck this bitch,"
Yeah, I could see that.
and I deserved it if that were the case.
Yeah, for sure. I have gotten out of a couple tickets.
What do you do? Just
No, I
flirt a
did.
little?
Yeah, with the male cops, I go, hey, what's up, big fella?
is there anything else we could do?
Let me see that dick. You know what I mean? Yeah. My tongue
Ever
just
hear
hits the mic.
P Diddy.
Yeah, ever hear of P Diddy? 'Cause
I'm D Diddy.
I got tons of Vaseline in the trunk, if you know what I mean. One time I was working, when I was at the DA's office, I got pulled over, and there was like the biggest thing is you're not allowed to say like that because I think people would be like, you don't want to use your, position to get out of something. But yeah.
It's like, that's why the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I signed up. I was like, fuck, now I can't do that. But I think someone probably was like, excuse me, I'm an ADA.
Right.
Years ago. So you'd never say it. I've
the
had
cop,
friends.
you wouldn't-
I've had friends who have gotten tickets like in Massachusetts where then the cop writes a ticket and then finds out like you're an ADA, and they're like, yeah, and he's like, why didn't you say anything? And it's like, well, no, we're not allowed. But I got pulled over once driving to Albany. in Massachusetts. I was like speeding, obviously. It was one of those like Memorial Day weekend. I'm like just trying to get there. And I got pulled over. I had a bunch of cases in the back seat trying to like, because I had to work. I
thought you meant like cases of beer.
No, I'd like.
I have
like
this new
files.
perspective on
I
you.
have like case files.
Words now mean different things. Now I know that you're a lawyer.
Yeah. And because I was like in the trial session the next week, like Tuesday or whatever. So I brought stuff home to work on. And I got pulled over, and the cop, he was a trooper. He came up so hot, such an asshole. He's like, trooper, blah, 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 license, registration. I was like, here you go. Thank you so much. And he's like looking, and he's like, you know how fast you were going? I was like, honestly, I don't. I was just being very like, and he like, I see him look in the back, and I'm like, fucking see it. Yeah. And he sees like
your case,
the case is there, and it says like, jury trial or whatever. And he was like, what do you do? And I was like, I'm a lawyer. If they ask, you're allowed to,
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm a lawyer. He's like, you work for the DA's office? And I was like, yeah. He's like, prosecutor? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, have a good day.
Nice.
I swear. And then he like totally turned into a cool guy, and he was like, I'll tell you, I got you going pretty fast.
Yeah,
there.
all of a sudden they become human.
And I was like, I was appreciating it, but I'm also like, dude, you were such a dick when you didn't know that I was like any, you know.
It's embarrassing to see the switch. At least remain a little bit of a dick.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah, me neither. I did, though. I have to brag for a second. I got out of 2 tickets with the same cop.
Oh.
Within the span of maybe like
Kristen,
6 months.
hello again. Should we go out on the date this time?
Yeah. I know. Like, I really was like, I should probably go out with him. Like, do him a favor. I mean, he's a small town cop where I grew up. But it was funny because the first time, it's this really stupid stop sign where it's a tiny town. It's 11 o'clock at night. No one's around.
Yeah,
no one's
Stop
around.
sign on Mulberry Street.
Don't get me started on
Get her in the custody. Get her in the back seat. We're going to take her in.
Yeah, it's part of my childhood.
But it's the roll. It's the whatever, like the sushi roll. You just roll through.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't California. So I wasn't thinking, and I just rolled through because it's 11 o'clock at night. There's literally no one on the street. It's like a country, small town.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, behind me, there are lights. I'm like, oh shit, stupid stop sign. So then, like 6 months later, I was eating. This was during COVID time, I think. I was eating a slice of pizza from a gas station.
Real low point there.
Wow.
It was
COVID.
it was basically like
low point.
I was waiting for Dom to approach me and ask me out for a date. Like, that's,
I wish I'd have met you then.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, baby?
We
You
have
having
a
some
family
pizza?
now.
Yeah.
You having lunch?
Are you white?
but sometimes
You got a little mix to you. What, you white?
Yeah. You look like you might be Alberesian.
I don't even know what that is. I have no idea. What is that?
I don't know.
Is it a thing?
No,
That's hilarious. You just made it up. Well, anyway, the pizza from gas stations can sometimes be pretty good.
Yeah.
And I specifically went to the gas station for the pizza.
Sure.
So I was on my way home, and I was thinking, wow, this pizza is actually really good. I was very distracted because after I'd gotten pulled over at that stop sign, I made sure to
Always stop.
stop because I was like, oh, that's not worth it. So I was so into this gas station pizza, and I was thinking, I'm going to take a left up here instead, go back to the gas station, get another piece.
Of course.
Who could let this go to waste?
Yeah.
So I'm so in my head about this gas station pizza that I roll through the stop sign, and all of a sudden lights go on again, and I'm like, oh my God, no.
Again, Kristen?
And he pulls up, and I put my window down, and he was like, I knew it was going to be you. The first time I told him, I'm never going to do it again.
Oh my God.
And then the second time he let me out because I used logic. I said, the statistics would tell me that there will be 0% zero people walking in this area at this time at the evening.
Oh
and
my
because I
God.
followed logic and I like to stick to logical thinking, I just, in a stupid, goofy way.
And it's like, logically, I think we should get drinks.
Yeah.
You should put your titties away.
Right.
I'm letting you go.
If I had them, I would use those over words.
Any
but
words, yeah.
I don't
That's
have
what I
any
tell
of them.
women. Why get an education? You don't need it.
As I'm trying to. Why get an education? Because Some people aren't gifted
Yeah.
in certain areas.
I wasn't in the gifted program, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's pretty good. I mean, you're
I was
also
impressed with
the
myself.
first person to ever say like, you're going. Did you go back to the gas station?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
said
God.
I had the pizza in my hand when he pulled me over. I left it in my hand.
Like, it was
hand
so
almost 'cause
good.
yeah.
I need another one.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's also hilarious. You going into the gas station and be like, I'm here for another slice. And they're like, what the fuck? You're the only person who's ever purchased pizza
Kristen,
from us.
she loves pizza. Every time I see you in public, you're
Oh
eating
yeah,
pizza.
we had pizza together. It's quick, it's easy, it's satisfying.
I do
It's
love
like
pizza.
Dom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. And with that, dude, we're over an hour.
Wow.
Flew by.
Flew by.
For me.
It was a good time hanging with you.
Like you on your way to Albany.
Okay.
Flies by.
Flying by, dude. Man, we should do for another. You're finally getting hot. We should go another hour.
Finally,
Jeez.
I wasn't hot at
We
the
got
top.
y'all warmed up.
No, I know it did take me a little
Finally
while to get
warmed up.
I know.
No, that was great. That was a great episode. I think this will be out either in 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
I'll make
so
sure not to look.
tell the people where they can find you if you have anything coming up you want to plug, and then we'll get you the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just plugged my business.
Yeah.
So it's KristenandChillDating.com.
Hell yeah.
So it's so lame to say, but I'm good at what I do. I'm really good at it.
I mean, I think you should maybe a little discount code for Dom, and help him out a little bit.
If you mention my name, people could hit you up. You can have a bunch of illiterate people messaging you.
I meant not for people, but just Dom himself.
Right.
Actually,
I know.
I'm good. I got too many girls driving me crazy. Are you kidding me? I've never had.
I see him outside the window. There's
Right.
been like a
We
group
want to try
that-
to get Dom to meet someone in like a Barnes and Noble instead of like a cash checking store.
I think you could work your way up to that. It's
Yeah,
not
but
like
the thing
it's not
is-
like the library at Harvard. It's Barnes and Noble.
I find most of the time girls that read don't really got much that they could offer me in life. I need a girl that's better at knowing like 5-6 days waiting to cash a check, or a girl that could bring stuff back to Walmart. If I just so accidentally grab
Happenly.
something
That's a good one.
through checkout. Boom. Bring this back. Keep your head down. I need a woman that's a hustler. Somebody could cheat the system a little. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm gonna keep my eye out.
Yeah,
These
me
women
too.
now, man,
There's
I'm telling you,
probably a lot.
I think
there.
there's probably a few.
Yeah.
can't
Dom,
meet
where-
a nice one.
Where can they find you, buddy?
I'm actually opening up a massage spa right here in Queens. Okay, it's called Women's Only.
Lady.
Yeah. So come on out. Discount code, you get paid $40 if you come to the massage. Right here, Troublemakers and Dry Salami Podcast, and all over the internet and YouTube and OnlyFans and all that.
Hell yeah, dude. And you can find me at Dylan Krasinski on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and at Troublemakers on all those sites. We post a few clips a week. Go follow Kristen, and we'll see you next week, baby. Good night.
You got to catch yourself there. You said tic tac. Tic tac? Yeah. So you could throw in a line or two.